Hey guys, it's Rook, and I'm back in for another Gods of Victory NIKKE video. We finally have some developer notes, and it contains a lot of really insightful information about the upcoming content we'll be getting, and the awaited Rupee rerun, the Winter Rupee rerun that I think a lot of people are like been really excited about. They finally addressed it, and I do have a bit of a rant to go on about how they plan to incorporate it because I'm not the biggest fan. But let's start off with the rest of the notes, and we'll get back to Winter Rupee because she's mentioned at the very end of these developer notes. Let's start off with Union Raid by the looks of it. So it looks like they'll be adjusting Union Raid a bit. They're going to be adding a normal and hard difficulty. So essentially, you're gonna have to complete normal difficulty, and once your union does that, then you guys can move on to harder difficulty the next day. And that one requires a lot more planning. Obviously, you're gonna be probably having to talk to your union more. Uh, I know in my union, nobody. I don't think there's been a single message in that union ever. So um, there you have it. I'm not big into union raid anyway, but hopefully it also kind of improve some of the rewards you get from union raid. I think that'll help too with people getting people more interested in union raid. But as of right now, I think this is a decent change, and it'll add at least encourage more fans to start playing the union raid a lot more. So I don't think it's a bad change. That's a good one. We're gonna have an update to Championship Arena finally. This has been something that's been talked about forever, and they keep delaying it. And it looks like they delayed it even more now because originally they were planning to release this update sometime 2024. We're not getting it until 2025 by the looks of it now, which is kind of a bummer. I know a lot of people are really excited about it because we want some more like new NIKKE content, to play because the content in NIKKE can kind of get like, sometimes there isn't enough besides dailies. But like it seems from the reason why they delayed it is because they had some sort of issue. Like everything is done apparently. Like they have it all set up, everything's ready to be like put into go live, but they found some sort of issue in like loading delays. So they're holding it back until they fix that. So hopefully that shouldn't take too long. But yeah, besides that, they don't mention anything else about Championship Arena. So I really need more. I want more detail about that for sure. And now we have what else we got? Okay, so other content updates. Actually, this is a really informative part. I like this part a lot. So they mentioned that they're going to be a convenience update. It's going to be scheduled for January for simulation room, solo raid, and daily missions, ensuring that gaming experience does not become overly burdensome. Can't say that word. Sorry. um, that's awesome. So especially the daily missions. One of my biggest complaints about NIKKE, I love NIKKE, but the dailies take so long compared to other gacha games I play, where those dailies maybe take 5 to 10 minutes. NIKKE dailies take like at minimum 20 minutes, and during bigger updates, it's gonna take way longer. But at minimum, I could get NIKKE dailies done in 20 minutes if I'm like speeding through it. Just because there's so much to do, and the loading screens, it takes a while. It looks like they're making it hopefully a bit shorter. That's what I assume what they mean by convenience update for daily missions. So let's hopefully that works. I wanted to at least get down to like under 15 minutes or even 10 minutes. If it can get it down to 10 minutes, that's awesome. Because I know a lot of NIKKE players that don't really, they kind of stop playing the game because dailies took too long. So I think this is a great change that they're making. I'm very happy about that. Good work, NIKKE devs. That's awesome. Collaboration update. Again, this is even more good news. Most of this is really good news. So it looks like they have been looking at the surveys, and I'm sure they've noticed based on the numbers, their profits. They haven't made too much money this year from their collab. Understandably so, considering they chose IPs that don't really have too much fan service, and when they even put them in the game, they didn't add much fan service either. So ultimately, they didn't make that much money, and I think they're starting to realize that, oh, we need to do more fan servicey collabs. We need to do things more like Nier, where like we put Nier in the game and we just made it all this fan service. We just buffed up her entire body. So I think these are the type of things we really need to get more of in NIKKE. I've suggested like there's so many like fan servicey IPs they could choose from. Of course, it does take time to get the contracts and all that kind of stuff. So I get that it takes time, and they do address that in the this developer note. But I'm definitely hoping that we get a bit better quality IPs next year to be collabing with. We know we're going to be getting Stellar Blade at the very least. It has to be Stellar Blade at least, considering the game's already going to be a year old by the next collab. So I anticipate we'll get Stellar Blade. If not, then the PC release will hopefully drop the collab, and that one should be full of fan service. So definitely something to look forward to. Okay, here's the part. This is the part where I kind of go on a bit of a rant here. So, brace yourselves, people. So, regarding seasonal limited character reruns, and they kind of addressed that, many commanders are, anticipating the rerun of seasonal limited characters. They know that people are like really excited about the Winter Rupee in specific. How they kind of structure it apparently is first rerun. Seasonal limited characters will have their first rerun 1 year after initial release during the same season. So essentially, Ludmilla, for example, like in this case, Ludmilla and Mika, they were rerun during the same season and added, were just given new banners. So they have their banners going on around the same time, that the new unit, which is Maiden's banner, is going on. But apparently, for like a unit that's older, like a limited unit that's much older, like Rupee, they don't plan to do that at all. They do plan to do these subsequent reruns. They're going to provide additional opportunities to obtain these characters through continuous reruns, but these reruns may not take place during special events. Oh no, they may take place during special events unrelated to the season. So I don't think we'll be getting Winter Rupee and Winter on in winter, based on this, and I think that's kind of ridiculous. I've seen some people in the community defend this, like, oh, actually, it makes sense because there's too many banners going on. They want to focus on the new units, but these are older characters. A lot of commanders probably already have these units, or they may not even be interested, especially since they are not even meta units. So I don't see a reason why they can't just put the banner up sometime in December and call it a day. They're like, oh, there's the banner, and they can make a little extra money from that. And it's not going to hurt like their sales overall. It's not like, oh, the Rupee's going to take all the sales from Maiden or from Ludmilla, because regardless, all this money is going to the same company. I mean, that's how I rationalize it. So I don't agree with the notion that like we need to have we can't put these winter reruns together anymore. I think that's kind of ridiculous. I assume this also means so like the units like Summer Anis, Summer Helm, Summer Mary, and Summer Neon from a year ago that reran this summer. We're not going to be getting them in individual banners this upcoming center. They plan to do them like, I guess, like spaced out in some other parts of the year. That's what I'm getting from this. I'm not a big fan of this. I am really happy, and I appreciate they do plan to rerun these limited characters. But I don't think this is the right move. Yeah, I just don't agree with this decision at all. I was really excited for Winter Rupee in specific, so I'm a little heartbroken. But at the same time, I'm happy that we finally have clarification that we will be getting her eventually. I have Winter Rupee, but I need to MLB her. That's the only thing I need. I need her MLB screen. So yeah, that's a bit disappointing. So hopefully we get more details on when this is gonna happen. But it doesn't seem like it's gonna be happening this month at least. Their reruns. So that's unfortunate, really, but hey, that it is what it is. We can't do much, but at least if you do have an issue with this, definitely in the next survey, maybe mention it. That's the most we can do as a community, I think. But listen, I still appreciate them for rerunning Winter Rupee, so I'll get her to MLB eventually. Listen, I'll take that at least. And then the rest of this update, this update, these developer notes kind of just discuss the second anniversary and what they appreciate. And it's pretty awesome. They actually gave us a bunch of rewards in our inboxes. So definitely check out your NIKKE account because you should have gotten like 1,000 gems. I think it's like 5 advanced recruitment vouchers. I forgot. I already got them earlier today. Definitely check that out. That is awesome that they gave awards, and they said some really kind things to the community in this developer notes. So I'll give them that. Overall, it's a really solid set of notes. My only issue is how they plan to do the seasonal limited reruns now. That's genuinely the only issue. Besides that, I think they absolutely gave us some really quality stuff in this. So I'm excited to see what 2025 has in store for NIKKE. Definitely increase the fan service, fix the dailies, get me my Winter Rupee. There you go. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're interested in more NIKKE content, definitely subscribe to the channel, like, comment on this video, and catch you guys in the next video.